Hi all, welcome to day 7 of 100 days of DevOps journey. Today we are diving into the essential of DevOps tool. So it is a very important tool, and everyone should know. Every DevOps engineer, maybe a developer, server administrator, or anyone here. So GitHub, Git and GitHub. Okay. So first of all, let's just see what is Git right now. Let's start with our day 7. Yeah. So day 7 of 100 days of DevOps. Okay. So let's just understand Git. Git is let's start with the very basic. What is Git? Git is a version control system. Okay, SCM we say, source control management, and here it is used for version controlling. Version controlling, like if let's just understand that if there is a particular application or just say any object, anything, and there is some improvement have been done in that very object. Let's just understand. Yeah, suppose you have bought a car in 2006. Okay, would the same car be converted into another model or any upgraded model of the same thing? Okay, uh, it won't be possible, right? There would be a new version of that particular car. Maybe it is not relevant right now, but let's just understand. In application development, in software development, there is one thing which is called version control. Why is it important? Because you have released suppose version 1, okay, or a prototype of any application. So it would be it would be tested, it would be updated, it would be checked, used by multiple users, and then they provide the feedback to catch attention from those other users, okay, to target more audience. So you need to update that version, update that particular application. So that update is called the new version. Like in mobile application, you would have seen, you all have used the mobile, okay, smartphones, and in that there are applications. So every time they provide an update and like that. So how would they control that version? Okay, it does not happen like that. If they have provided you the newer version, the older version is deleted. Because sometimes you might also have seen, like in recently in OnePlus smartphones. So there is some system update came in, and that caused some kind of, there was a bug in that system update. So they have rolled back to the previous version, and for the meantime, and provided a hotfix for the bug in the newer version. So that's how the version control works. Okay, we keep older versions as well and provide new version, provide new version to improve the functionality. Okay, and keep the older version to compare from where we have started. Like if you know ChatGPT, so right now 4.0 version is currently running. So there would be previous version, I think 3.5 were the live version over ChatGPT 2. So that's how the version control works. Okay, so to keep multiple to track changes, version control system is used to track changes in your code. It allows, we'll see the practical implementation of this version control in this video. It allows multiple people to work on a project simultaneously. Okay, we also check that, keeps a history of changes, like and prevents conflicts when merging different versions of code. Okay, think this as it was a save snapshot of your project at a different point in time. Okay, if you have moved 10 steps, 5 steps, or 15, 20, any number of steps you have moved, you have climbed. So at that time you would have all the references, like here what happened, at this step what happened, at this step what happened. So that's how the version control works. Some of the key benefits I'll point out here. So first of all, Git is a version control system. Okay, version control system, also known as SCM tool, source control management. Git is a tool. Okay, Git is a tool, version control system or tool. Okay, that's how it is required. That's how it is used. So what are the key benefits here? Key benefits. First is version control system. Okay, since it is built on that thing, on version for tracking changes. Okay, then second one is collaboration. Suppose there are two teams or two developers that are working on the same project. One is working on another feature, the other is working on the other feature. So they can, without disturbing without disturbing each other's code, they can work simultaneously on their dedicated part. So that's how version control will help. And managing different branches. So this is how it helps managing different branches. There is one term called branching. We'll see in this, in managing different branches. Okay, helps in managing. Okay, so these are some key benefits. We'll understand these once we get in, I think, It is showing up in markdown language. Okay, that is fine. No issues with that. So here, if you can see, this is the markdown syntax. We'll discuss about it. So if you have seen some of the repositories, the readme file, okay, readme.md stands for markdown. So this is how it looks like. We provide it in this way, and it gets converted into this particular format. Okay. So so why, first of all, Git, we have understood Git. Git is a tool. Okay. Now understand what is GitHub. I'll just add it. Git is a tool used for version control. Okay, version control or source control management. Version control management and source control management, both are the same. Source control means source code we have seen. Okay, we say in development it is called source control, source code. So source code, to manage versioning in source code, that is where the version source control management stands for. And now, what is GitHub or maybe GitLab? We have GitHub, GitLab, then there is Bitbucket, okay, code, AWS code repository. Oh, not here. So Amazon code repo. In Azure, I am aware of, yes, code repository, code commit, sorry, yeah, code commit, AWS code commit. It is called AWS code commit. Okay, AWS code commit. Then there is Azure repo. Okay, so these are some of the SCM services. Okay, these are the services, not the tool. These are services that provide Git, that provide the version control system as a service. Okay, so these are services, version control. Okay, these are the services that provides version control management. So they are all based on Git tool. Okay, and you can access them using the Git tool itself. We'll check how we can do that. So what is GitHub is a platform that hosts Git repositories. Most of GitHub is so popular that most of world's open source softwares are hosted on GitHub. Okay, GitHub repositories. It is the platform that hosts the Git repositories. Git is a tool, and GitHub is a platform. Yeah. So GitHub is a platform, and where, yeah, so we have understood about Git. Now this is GitHub. GitHub is a service or a platform that hosts our Git repositories. Okay, for version controlling and all that, so that we can work remotely and all. We can work with a wider team and work remotely, share and collaborate on code. So GitHub offers features like pull requests, issues, and wikis, making it excellent platform for managing code in DevOps. Okay, so I just add it over here. Key points for this one as well. Key benefits. Okay, so first one is GitHub hosts repositories online for easier sharing, collaboration. Yeah, okay, so all of these are for better collaboration. All of these tools which we have over here: GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, AWS code commit, Azure repos, and Google might also have a solution for their own cloud native service. So AWS code commit and Azure repos are more like if you want to keep everything in one ecosystem. Okay, do not want to share your code or host your code on any other platform, so they can be used. So that is how it would be used. Okay, then 1 minute, let me just wrap what. Yeah. Second part is provides tool for managing issues. Okay, so since it is a platform for developer, it provides wider range of Git is the very core of all these things, but it also provides like managing issues like Jira board kind of thing, project review, Kanban in itself. Okay, and provides tools for managing a project, managing issues. Code review, yeah, we can initiate review. We can ask someone to review it. Okay, review our code before, and documentation also. Okay, documentations for better project management. Then third one is key platform for, yeah, it is mm, GitHub is very popular, the open source community. Okay, open source community. So open source, multiple open source projects, if you can see, we have Jenkins hosted over there, we have Kubernetes, and here you can see open source projects. Kubernetes we have. So we have multiple open source projects hosted on GitHub. Like here, Kubernetes is a well known well known what container orchestration platform. Okay, Minikube is there, Helm is there. Then there is, if we want to see, Jenkins is also there. Then OpenAI, I think OpenAI's code is also, yes, OpenAI cookbook, OpenAI Python, and various other libraries like in Python, in React.js, Django, Flask. So multiple things are hosted on GitHub. GitHub is one thing to go. I think management market share. Yes, 80% has 84.92% of market share. So this is how big it is. Okay, we have a Bitbucket, and GitHub has various other plugins also. So we'll discuss them over later. So this is how big GitHub is, how popular GitHub is. Not big. Everyone provides almost the same set of functionalities, but popularity index, GitHub is way more popular than other tools. Multiple open source tools are hosted on GitHub. Okay, so here I'll conclude with this GitHub, and let's move ahead with our basics of Git. Okay, basics of Git. I think mostly it is in commands, so just do that. Okay, what I'll do here is, first of all, we'll just understand Git, how we can create a Git repo, how can we create another. So yeah, let's go to day 7. Okay. Suppose I have created mkdir, my project repo I have created. Let me increase it over. Okay, in this the very first command that we need to use is to initialize the Git repository. Okay, first is initializing a Git repo. How would we do that? For that, we have one command which is called, I think, yeah, git init. Okay, git init, this command. Let's just see. So right now if I run ls-a, we there is no directory. We know that let me increase the, I hope you all can see it. Yeah, so right now nothing is in this. ls-a, so no files are in this current directory. Okay, where am I? pwd command. So this is my location. This is where I have created my project, and here we have this no directory is correct, no file or directory is currently available in this location. Then what I'll do is git init. Okay, so what it has provided us some instructions, using master as the name of the initial branch. The default branch name is subject to change, we can change it, and everything you can see over here. And now just see ls-a. So there is this .git folder. Okay, it stores all the configuration of this particular repository, like uh, current branch name, remote. I just show you. Okay, So branches, config, description, fetch, head, hooks, info, object will understand all of them. Like branches, if I just go to branches, right now no branches are there, nothing is in this particular file. Okay, no branches are there. If I create this git config default branch global init default branch name, we can initiate like this. I'll just create, if I have to create a branch like git branch, I don't think any branches right now available. Okay, so no branches available. So in cat.git config, you will see, yeah, this is very basic, very minimalistic very minimalistic configurations are available in this particular file. Then we have description. So unnamed repository, edit this file description. Okay, so it is unnamed. Then fetch head will understand what is fetch head, so nothing in this. Then in head also, yeah, reference head master. Right now here we have seen master, where we have seen master in this. Master has been created, master as the name of initial branch. Okay, this is how. So head is set to this particular master. So that's how you can. Then there are hooks, info, objects. We'll check on that later. But for now, just have a look in this. So git hooks is a directory. Oh, sorry, I ran the cat command. ls-a. So these are some of the hooks. Sample will understand why these hooks would can be used. Where can this be? These hooks can be used, and then there are what are the info exclude. There is one thing that is called exclude for some kind of exclude cat. So there is one git ignore. Okay, we can ignore those files from git, exclude from git. Okay, so we'll understand git ls files other. So exclude, even I haven't used it that much. And where are others? Git info, git objects, info pack. There are various other objects in that. References, heads, tags. So all the we'll understand what are heads, what are tags, and everything. So first of all, what we'll do here is we'll create a file. Okay, touch command can be used. Touch file 1.txt. okay, this is a txt file. So right now if I see git status, okay, git status is one command. So what does this command provide? On branch master there is no commit yet. Okay, no commits has been done. Only one untracked file is provided over here. Untracked file, nothing is in this. If I just see cat file 1, nothing is in this file. Okay, so what I'll do till the time we have seen which of the commands that we have seen right now here is git init. Okay, to initialize the repository, what it will do, this command is creates a so this is the git init command. Now we have another command is, second one is to check the status command of the repository. It is the git status command. Okay, git status. So you can find all these commands over any of the, there is in fact if you can see, if you can find there is git cheat sheet available. So these cheat sheets are very helpful when you have yes, git cheat sheet. Okay, so these cheat sheets can be very helpful if, but first of all you need to have the knowledge where to use which command. Okay, sometimes some of the commands are not very encouraged. Okay, not encouraged to be used. So yeah, like to set up git config and git status, show modified files, like we have like here we have seen. So this file is untracked. Okay, not yet not yet added to the commits. So that's how you can use. So git status is one of the command. Then git init, git status, we have seen. Git branch. Okay, git branch, but first of all git add. So what will this git add command do? It will add the untracked file into tracking. Tracking means the version control. Okay, so here now we have seen git status. Now changes to be committed, not yet committed. So we have added this particular file, new file, file1 has been added. How would we commit? Git commit file1. Okay, so let's just enter this. Okay, please tell me who you are. Okay, so first of all it asks us who we are and how can we so that we can add the comment, we can it can track who has made what changes. Okay, that's why we have to set git. It has also provided us this particular, so I'll just set up my name over here, name and email. It is the best practice to set up, so it is Hari. Okay, I think email it is also asking, so name, email. Why is this global tag is used? Global tag, oh, I think I made a mistake. I should have used local tag. So global tag is for in this system, in any of the git repository would take this as a reference. Okay, this user email, this user name. Okay, in this system, in my system. Okay, that's why global. Then there is another command, git system. So system, I'll just show you, git config -h. So there are these are all the tags which are available: global use, global config file, system config file, local repository, then work tree, get all. Then there is user, add, unset, set. So all these are the commands that all these are options that are available in git config. So I'll just add it in git config local, because I just have to set up for user dot name. Username would be Hari. Okay, and my official, I'll just add my email over here. I'm unsharing. Yeah. So here you can see in my home directory, this tilde symbol. Okay, this tilde symbol is for home directory. Even I can show you with full path, home Hari, and then here. Okay, so it has set for all the repositories in this particular system would use this as a reference. Okay, first of all, first thing, this as a reference, which I do not want. I'll change it later on. So yeah, if I just change git config global, where did git config global name, I'm yeah. So here my name has been updated for all the repositories which are in this system. Then there is system user as well. So system user, I haven't used that much, but system user is like if there is another user in this system, so it can be used for that. Okay, yeah, 1 minute. I'll just add like example.com. Okay, user dot email Hari @example.com. Okay, and this is I'm setting up this as my email, not global, obviously, local only. So now if earlier we have seen where we have seen the config file, we have seen the, oh, I think that terminal, oh, we have cleared the terminal. Yes, we have cleared the terminal. So earlier we have seen the config file which has not much config, but if we go now get.git config, so here you can see user details are published. Okay, now back to our business. Commit file1. Unable to detect email address. For now let me just set it like this. Okay, so this prompt has been initiated. It is a nano prompt, nano editor. Okay, here we have to provide our provide the comment for the commit that we have. Without comment we can't proceed it. So new file, new blank file created. Okay, then control X, enter. So if we can just check git status. So no, nothing in this branch. And we can always see git log. Git log is one more command. Git log basically tells us who did what on which branch. Okay, and why they have did that. So this comment, please add meaningful comments to your git commit so that people can understand. It is not just a one liner. Okay, we can provide a title over here in one line, and then in below below lines we can elaborate our commits. Okay, so please make sure to add meaningful comments. Git log is one of the command, and there is git graph, I think, git log hyphen graph. Yes, graph. So in this graph, once we make multiple different commits and other, so we can check. Now earlier we have seen the git branches. Okay, then let us see git branch dot git dot branch. So branches only, master is there, master is only there. Okay, so here we have made the commit in master branch. So how would we track? Suppose if I just add cat commit file text one, this is a this file one dot txt is created for git demo. Okay, we have added this, and then get file one. Okay, we have made the changes. Now git status, let's check what is there. Git status modified. If you can see, this file is modified, this particular file is modified. So this it also says git add and git commit. Okay, git add, git commit hyphen a. So we can always use git commit hyphen a is, I think, for a to add the changes. Git commit hyphen a hyphen a hyphen a hyphen a, commit all changed files. It commits all the changed files. Okay, this is how git include, git commit. So there are various other things. So let's just add git commit, git, first of all git add. Okay, if you haven't, if you just want to bypass the command git commit hyphen a file text one, then hyphen c. C is for if you can see here, c is for, yes, to provide a commit message. Okay, commit message, no need to provide the message over there. Info added to file one.txt. Okay, this is how. Could not look up into could not look up commit. Oh, sorry, it is for hyphen m for message. In fact, I also, yes, hyphen m for message. Okay, yeah. Okay, now you can have a status check. Nothing is in here, but if we see in git logs, git log, sorry, git log. So here, this is our commit, and head is set to this one, master branch, and this is the commit tag. This is the commit commit hash. Okay, commit id, commit hash. So mostly last 8 digits of this tag is shown on GitHub. So this is how it looks like. So git log, we have git log also have some other things like quiet, suppress, show source and everything, mail, decorate reference. Okay, decorations clear all previously defined, decoration clear decoration, decorate references. So there are many other things that we can do over here. Graph is not shown. Okay, no problem with that. So if we just see now the graph, okay, so here you can see a line. It can be elaborated more. Let's just see. So info has been added, and if we just check, so this is how the branch. Now how would we, suppose some other person wants to add something in this particular file, wants to add something in this repository, some other file or something like that. So how would it be done? So there is this command. We have to create a branch. It is a good practice to create a branch, not just commit everything in the branch available, so that we can track the changes. Git git branch, I think, hyphen git checkouts. Yeah, we can also check some branches. So there is git branch, anything for change the upstream, delete, move, copy, list, create the branch. Okay, no, reference log. So there is one command, I'm not sure if it is shown here. Git checkout. Okay, checkout hyphen b for to create a branch. Okay, git checkout hyphen b. Checkout means feature one. Okay, feature one branch has been created, feature branch one. So switch to new branch. Now if I just see git status, what it will show, on branch feature one. So this is feature one branch. Earlier if we have seen this, it has git status, where is it, yeah, on branch master. Okay, nothing to commit. So we are right now in feature branch. If I just, let us see, ls hyphen a, I'm curious about that branch directory. Branches still not. Okay, let's just commit something in this So touch file 2.txt. Okay, now git status, this is file 2, not tracked. Okay, so git add, this dot is used for to add everything. Okay, git add, git commit. Suppose there are multiple files and you want to add all of them, stage all of them, so you can use this git add dot can be used to operate all of the files. Git commit hyphen m, new another file, add it to the repo, another blank file added to the repo, blank file. Okay, so here you can see the commit here, git log. So you can see the master branch is currently here and feature branch is ahead, one commit ahead of this master branch. Okay, let's just add. Now how would we add file name, git log, git pull, git, yeah. Now let's just go to, if I have to take this file 1, file 2, okay, in the master branch, if I just go back, git checkout, git branches, first of all git branch. So there are two branches, feature and master, available. Right now we are in feature branch, hence the star is mentioned over there. So if I have to git checkout, I have to check out to which branch? Master branch. If I check ls, only file 1 is available. However, if I check out to feature 1 and do ls, there are two files available in this branch. So how is that? Because this is the version, this is where the version control comes into picture, branching strategy. So feature branch has additional feature available in this, and master branch has the already available, the deployed feature. So that's why we have to create branch before adding any feature. So if I just go to checkout master, if I have to take file 2, so what I have to do here is I have to create, which is not recommended. Okay, there is one command, git merge, which then we have to provide the branch from where we have to merge. Okay, git merge and enter. So create mode file, create mode file2.txt is created. Okay, now here you can see. And if I, one more feature that I was elaborating earlier, graph, if you can see graph here. So now these three branches are in line. Okay, that's how it looks like. Suppose if I have to create another branch, git checkout hyphen b feature 2. Okay, git branches, git branch. Now I'm in feature 2. Okay, feature 1, feature 2 and master. So I'm in right now in feature 2. So if I have to add git cat okay, let's append something, file1.txt. We can also edit the existing files as well. So here added updated, let's just say, okay, added new line, very new line to file1.txt. You can anyway use editor over here. I'm just using, since I have to add only one line. Okay, and control D. So get file1, oh, file1. So added new line to file.txt. Git status modified file1. If I just go git checkout, oh, I have to first commit. If okay, no worries with that. Let's just understand first if I can check out with my uncommitted changes. Okay, git checkout file, oh sorry, git checkout feature 1. So we are right now in feature 1. So git status. So right now we haven't added any file, still the file1 txt is there. Okay, but we have to commit these changes from feature 2 branch. So we'll just add, if we haven't added any changes, then it will allow us to check out to other branches. So yeah, here we are, git status. Okay, modified in this, okay, in feature branch. If I just say cat file1, so these are the changes. Okay, I'll go back to my feature 2 branch, ls cat feature file 1.txt. so these are the changes. Git status file1. Okay, git commit hyphen m updated file1.txt data. Okay, we have updated the data which is available. So if I go to, now it has been fixed that these changes only belongs to feature 2 branch. Okay, these changes only belongs to feature 2 branch. So that's how it is fixed now. If I check out to feature one branch, get file one, it won't have those changes. If I check out to master branch, okay, master branch, and get, it does not have that changes, but I have to import those changes in my master branch. Okay, then git merge which branch, feature 2, I have merged. So file one line added. Okay, now if I check git log, here we are. So feature 1 branch is behind master and feature 2 are currently ahead, and right now we are in master branch, that's why head is set to master. Okay, if I go to git checkout feature 2 and then git log, so head is set to feature branch, here you can see. Okay, go to master and then git log graph. So here you can see, this is where, suppose if I create another branch, git checkout feature 1.1, yeah, feature 1.1. Okay, git feature 1.1 is created, git branch, so feature 1.1. Okay, now get file to edit some data to file2.txt. Okay, this is how it is looking like. Yeah, so this is where we have created this file to edit file, get file2.txt. So this data is added to file 2. Now if I just add git add git commit -m, okay, and I have to merge it to file 1, feature branch, I think, yeah, feature branch 1. Yeah, right now feature branch 1 is behind, so let's just add into feature branch. Okay, git checkout, first of all, in which branch you have to merge, you have to check out first. Git checkout feature branch 1, git merge feature branch 1.1. So we have added feature branch 1. Okay, I think it is ahead. Let's just check the logs here. This is where we are right now. Okay, so this is this is what we can do with git. We can manage the version, and if I have to reset to any particular version, I can anywhere reset it. Tomorrow we'll just check some more git commands. I share the link to the GitHub cheat sheet for your reference. So this is the cheat sheet available. Setup config global color UI auto, then valid email first name, then status, add, reset is one of very interesting command we'll see. Git diff, so I can show you git diff right now. Git diff, so git diff basically, we can use commits, we can check files. Okay, so git diff output, so here we have some of the tags. Suppose this is the master tag and we have to check this commit. Okay, git diff commit tag, so it will show in current, this is the on top we have this file, so a b, here we have added some text into the file, so this is how it looks like. Added new line to file 1, it will show. Okay, and index, so this is how git diff, what is the difference between these two files available. Okay, so that's how this file is created for git demo, this file. So it has been created in the very first file, very, where did it go, which commit tag we have selected, this git diff and this. So this file txt is created in git demo. Okay, this is the very first commit. Okay, and if I just delete this, there is very interesting tool, I in fact recommend you on this one. Yeah, this is called git graph. Okay, source control, this is for source control, and a very interesting GitHub plugin, VS Code plugin, sorry, not GitHub plugin, VS Code plugin. So it will provide you this file, whichever changes you have made over here, and this. So git graph provides you that particular functionality. Git this file added, this file modified, this file added. So it is very interesting tool, you should try it sometime. Okay, and tomorrow in our day 8 we'll check some more commands. Let's just, we have seen branch, we have seen checkout, we have seen merge, then log command, init command we have checked. Clone will see tomorrow when we'll check it on GitHub. Okay, when we link our local repository, this is called local repository, it is currently in my local system. Okay, this is called local repository. Then there is remote repository, and there is rm file, mv log. There are a lot of things you can git ignore. Okay, so git stash command, temporary commits we can make. So suppose you are working on a particular feature, and you have to switch to another feature branch, and you haven't committed your changes in both of the branch. So what will happen, it will say there is some kind of conflict, so it won't allow you to switch. We'll see later on how it works in our journey. Git is an integral part of DevOps, and in fact the dev team, and not just DevOps but the dev team. So all the developers out there should understand Git very well. Okay, then so we can stash those commands. Okay, stash those commands, and save modified and stage changes. So it will stage those changes but don't commit it. If we have to remove that, we can remove that. So that is how stash works. So this is a very small cheat sheet. There are not much commands to use in Git, but there are options. There are a lot of sub commands, or we can say options to those sub commands. Okay, like config, there are multiple different options for config, multiple different options for git branch. So we have to see that. Okay, so git is a very git is an integral part. Git starts everything. Okay, everything in DevOps starts with a commit. So that's why Git is very important. And from today onwards, we have started our core DevOps concepts. Okay, prerequisites are already done. Already have we have discussed them in previous week, and now we are moving toward the core concepts. So please have a look, and let's connect tomorrow with day 7 or with GitHub explanation and other things. So thank you all.